Hello, gorgeous bees. So, Friday message of love. So, of course, if you are following on this video and it's not a Friday, that's fine. You are welcome to hear a message of love any day of the week, any time of the year. It just so happened that I do my love messages on Fridays because it's the day of Venus, goddess of love. So the message is supposed to be deeper on a Fridays when this is what we try to get into. So we had a good acknowledgement of the message of your passed on pet last time, and so good that I actually had some requests. I've been thinking about it. I was gifted the original dog tarot, which is a little different from the regular tarot deck of 78 cards. There is less. Each minor cards are only 3. We have the 1, the 3, and the 7, I believe. Yes, 1, 3, and 7. Simply because animals have a lot less need than us human beings. They are, you know, kind of like young children. So I'm assuming, I understand that's why there is less card. Even though I feel like 78 was cool, but I'm not used to this tarot. I've studied it a little bit. Apologies, I had to take a sip. But it's a little different. And it's quite interesting. And so I want to try it with you, not knowing it very well. I did some reading. Obviously, I prepared myself a little. But, you know, you have to learn to put yourself in the mind of an animal. This is a dog tarot, so this is pointed out towards dog. But I feel like we should try and use it for any pet that we have, because we know our pets. I'm sure we can apply the cards to our situation. And every live being has a way of communicating, you know, with us a certain way. We have a certain connection with them. So whether they are a dog, a cat, a parrot, a pig, or a ferret, you know, any kind of pet we have at home, we have that special connection with them and that special communication. So there is no doubt in my mind that we can apply that to that. But there might be some reading to the booklet more than I would like to, because I'm sure I get some messages provided from the card, but the way the book is written is very fun. I love the examples that the guidebook is providing. And it may talk to you guys. Okay, so I picked a short reading which is supposed to be used with the tarot. So we'll see how that's going to apply. This is all good fun, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I'm hoping I will. Okay, so let's see. I feel odd calling on a divine, but you know what? Why not? Because our protectors do love our every, you know, living being on the planet, I'm sure. So let's see if we have a divine being with Goddess Gaia. Okay, I don't think we could have a better divine energy for this, because she is Mother Nature. So if we're going to talk about, if we had, I believe it was Saint Jude. I could be wrong, but I think there is a San Judas de Padeo, I think, was the saint protector of the animals. But it's I'm just so excited that she jumped out, and she was in the daily message of this morning, so she's definitely present today with us. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get out of this. S'il vous plaît, les anges. We want to get some answers on communication with our pets. other pets out of a hive anyways. I'm excited to do this, to see what's going to come out of that. Oh, we have the pack. So, apologies. That does tell me either that your pet loves the packs that he has, or that he needs a pack. If it is just 2 of you in the home, maybe you need to get another animal because he needs a bigger pack. Also, as little as I know about dogs, so apologies if I say something wrong, but I do know that, apologies for the outside noise, that anyone in the home is part of the pack. So it won't matter whether you have, human beings, cat, dogs, duck, like I talked about a ferret earlier. They are all part of the pack. Obviously, a similar pet is easier. But, so either you need a pack, or they love the pack, or they need a bigger pack. And I hope there was not, and I'm sorry if you had a loss recently too, but if you do, obviously your pet's calling for a new friend because they're having a hard time dealing with the loss here. Okay, let's see what your connection is with your pets. This is funny because I have like a lot less card. What is your connection with your pet? We have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so like I said, I need the reading. Wands is the... Oh, I love how they talk about the Barcanas instead of the Arcanas. The bone represent material possession, stability, memory, physical senses, and the power of change. We're just talking about your pet needing possibly a bigger pack. They are associated with the transitional feeling of autumn. Each suite consists of 3 cards, 1, 3, and 7. Historians theorize the number system is based on the popular notion that 1 year of a dog's life is equivalent to 7 years of a human life. With this in mind, reliable interpreters believe that the 1 of any suite relates more to the human sides of the question, the 7 of the Canaan side, and the 3 to the perfection indicates issue at hand. So now in the connection, we're already talking about what your pet feels. And since we are with the bones, the 7 of Wands asks you to view your situation through the qualities of fidelity, loyalty, and faithfulness that are second nature to your pet. Those attributes give your dog her sense of belonging and grounding in the world. They can do the same for you. So the connection with your pet, with the 7, I do feel a certain level of perfection though. That's 1. The 7 of Wands asks you to view your situations through qualities of fidelity, loyalty, and faithfulness. So it feels like at that level, your connection is quite perfect because there is all the element that a dog, in the let's say the human tarot. I'm really having an interesting time with this. The dog, when the dog comes out, whether it's in the Lenormand or in oracles, we have this sense of loyalty and faithfulness and best friend. So to me, your connection seems to be beautiful because it does talk of strong love, strong connection, strong bonds. And it's funny that we have the bonds as well, strong bonds. And perfect. He really feels like he is in the perfect connection with you, okay? Because we are, with the 7th, we are on the side of the dog, or of whatever type your pet might be. So this is nice to know that your pet feels that way towards you. And in a way, not it in my from where I'm sitting, we have a pet, we want our pet to feel that way. So I like this. Why were you brought together? Why were you brought together? Because I love that. I don't know if you can see here how it says Nostradamus. I'm going to get to the card after that, but what I'm getting out of this, and it's funny because we have the one bone here in the crystal ball, which if we were reading that the one in the major barcanas, where are the bones? The one bones ask you to take oh wait, let me just go back here, sorry, where they were talking about the ones. Was it in that they were saying? The one of bonds asks you to take a lighter view of the situation under consideration. It suggests that your fear of diminishing resources is pushing you to hold on to a person or object when it may be best to move on. Stability is the goal here. Focus on that as your circumstances evolve. So we have an interesting situation here. An interesting message, because we had that one bone in the crystal ball here, sitting on top of food anyways. So you fear behind this card. Okay, I'll get into this one, and look at how there is a 2. Okay, my mind is going all over the place. There is a possibility that some of you may fear that if you were to leave a person from the pack, we had the situation of the pack that just jumped out, you may lack resources to feed your pet. What I'm getting here is that if you are in a situation that is not healthy for you, and you want to leave that situation, and you are concerned for your pet, I'm even feeling like you're concerned for your kids, like this could be going to even a bigger situation. But if we just think about the situation at hand, what I'm feeling already way ahead of the game, way ahead from the message of your pet here, is that with the fact that you have the Magician, this pet was brought in your life to make your life better, to maybe you were brought together so he or she could be there to make you feel loved and more full, because pets they show unconditional love and unconditional trust, and that came out with your connection with them. Your pet adores you. Obviously you adore them too, because you have that worry of not being able to take care of them the proper way should you change the pack. What I'm getting here with a 2 on top of it, there is that connection between you and your pet is extremely strong. He makes you feel better. She makes you feel better about yourself. Like I was talking about, you were talking about that love. But with the 2 here, and maybe it's an 11, but what I'm first getting here is a 2, and especially the Magician. The Magician, the regular tarot, is number 1. Here we have number 2 or 11. I'm going to have to use that again. There is that notion of team, of soulmates. And I do believe it is possible that you would have a soulmate as a pet, because sometimes the connection that we have with our pets, and I've had cats in dogs in the home, but my babies were cats a couple of times in my life. So, but the connection is such that sometimes you even, you think like a silly person the way you're talking to your pet, but they have that power. And the fact that it came out as a Magician, now let's see what the Magician tells us. But what that's telling me so far is for you not to fear the change, and you will be able to take care of your pet no matter what, because He's bringing you that special magic in your life. Now let's see what that will say. Nostradamus, I love this. The Magician is a card of creation. It represents your dog's ability to make things happen, see? To almost miraculously get what he wants. So don't worry about being able to provide your pet, because it looks like with their help, somehow you will be able to provide for them. They will not lack for anything because they have that magic in them already. Through a combination of unwavering will, unparalleled concentration, and the ability to look completely pathetic on demand, your Magician of a Mud can turn lead into gold and your steak dinner into his bedtime snack. The Magician always asks, what overt, covert, or delightfully sneaky behavior can I employ to turn this situation to my advantage? You may have a sneaky little brat there. The card also pays tribute to your dog's ability to predict the future. He knows if he sits under the dinner table at just the right angle, the garlic bread will inexplicably fall directly into his mouth. Drawing the Magician, or Nostradamus, indicates your dog has a much stronger understanding of the situation at hand than you can possibly imagine. The message for human who draws this card is, be crafty, don't underestimate your own possibilities or talents. If you don't have a message, I almost want to cry. If you don't have the message from the universe right there to get away from a situation that is not healthy for you and your pet, I don't know how clearer it could be. Don't underestimate your own possibilities or talents. See the potential for miracles even in difficult situations. I did not expect to have such an emotional reading, and especially this quickly in it. So your third card would be what your pet loves. What does your pet love? The cat. Okay, so if you have a cat, just know that your pack is great. He loves the cat. Even if, look at that. I love how the cat is like on top of the throne looking at him like he wants to go play with him. But to me, there is an amazing connection, and which does not seem to take away from the connection that there is between the two of you. You have quite the family of pets here. This is awesome. So let's see what so we have two major arcanas. Number 9, the cat. The cat represents authority and mystery, things that must be obeyed but cannot be fully understood. Okay, so your pet loves also rigidity and a routine. When I say rigidity, I mean like a routine. If you are used to get up at 7 and take him for a walk at 7:30 and stuff like that, he loves that. And he may even love, because we were talking about the Magician, how he likes to get what he likes to get, and he goes under the table and the thing is gonna fall, and he makes situation happen in a way, to his advantage. He loves and craves and needs that authority way. You may have to remind him still who's the alpha in the pack, okay? Because at the end of the day, you are the alpha. You need to remain the alpha, and your dog loves that. You have this loving way of showing him who's the boss. For clues to your dog's relationship to authority, carefully analyze his encounter with a cat. Oh, that's interesting. That's like a little extra. I like this. Is the dog fearful, apprehensive, aggressive? Confused about why this furtive, furry being is allowed to shred the arm of the newly recovered comfy chair when he lovingly, faithfully, and never shedding even a single bit of fur is forbidden from even jumping on it? The card also asks you to consider how well your dog is able to adapt to situations he cannot control. Again, that's when he needs your support and your help, because what I do understand is that your dog and possibly other pets, because this is like that with our children too, your dog is connected to your emotions, and sometimes we may not understand some of those emotions, but your pet will act on it. So if you're if you're going through crazy emotions, your dog will behave strangely and you will be like, what's wrong with him? Well, it's because he's feeling what's wrong with you. Okay. Your observations illuminate his true nature. They can also provide insight into whether your dog will be truly comfortable sharing his world with a new pet. From what I could tell also is that remember, since the beginning we had the pack, your dog possibly needs that new pet. I could be wrong, obviously, apply to your situation. But human beings and animal in the grand scheme of things do seem to need the pack. It's very rare to see pets like animal being alone. I'm thinking of all the animals like wolves are in pack. Cats tend to be lonely, but even cats, I probably one of the pets that do seem to like the loneliness, but even then they are attached to the home pack. They just look at how they come, even if it's just for food. Look at cats like to come to us, like to show us love, like to show us who's the boss. How they like the moments of tenderness. And I've had cats and dogs being together in the same home, and they will sleep together. They feel that love and heat and warmth of the group, of the pack. So even cats. So to go back to this, if your dog has never seen a cat, drawing the cat card means some issue of control could arise soon as well. This card advises humans to focus new energy on relationships with others and themselves. It can indicate a new, but ultimately incomprehensible person may be coming into your life. Oh, have fun. Or it can suggest you reach into the beautiful mystery of your own being. Put on your magic eyes and draw what has seemed elusive and unattainable directly into your life. So let me go back to that. The cat advises humans to focus new energy on relationships with others and themselves. It can indicate a new but ultimately incomprehensible person may be coming into your life. Interesting. Or it can suggest you reach into your beautiful mystery of your own being. Put on your magic eyes and draw what has seemed elusive and unattainable directly into your life. So with that new thing and that desire of growing pack and that magician, that feeling that I had about this protection, if there is a message to you as the human owner of the pet, is really to reach for that new energy over here. I love this. I love how the messages just come to us, even if we try to just focus on something else. What does your pet fear? 7 of Balls. We have a 7 again. Maybe the loss of that perfection. And again, this is funny because this is going back to really the viewpoint of the pet here. Balls. The balls represent emotion, imagination, feeling, nurturing. So we're definitely in the water here. Nurturing and the magic of ordinary life. They are associated with the openness and warmth of summer. So we're on the Canaan side. The balls. 7 of balls represent emotional fulfillment and your pet's desire for calm and clarity in her relationship with you and others who share your home. So obviously he's afraid to lose that. It also signifies the happiness that comes from simple pleasures. A shared sunset, a soft scratch behind the ears, kind words, and a peanut butter smear treat after a difficult day. So if you are in what's the word? Toxic. If you are in a toxic home, first I was thinking like, oh my God, he's afraid of not having food, and we covered that was something that he was fully okay with. So because the balls are connected to emotions, if you are in a toxic environment and you feel like leaving, and the dogs has been talking about, the message that we've been getting is that the connection with you is strong, and not to worry about the need, because the need for the pet will be fulfilled, and you have that new things coming here. The only thing that your pet is afraid of losing is that connection with you, that love he has with you. And also I got the message that he doesn't need much. We always think, just like with our children, that they need, like, let's say, all, if you have like that monthly box with all the toys for your pet, like if you were to leave, you won't be able to afford that. Your dog doesn't care about the monthly box that's coming with the toys. He is excited, obviously, but because, again, remember, this excitement would be connected to your excitement. Oh, why is my alpha so excited all of a sudden? So I'm going to be excited too, waving my tail and everything, when he could just be excited because you are excited to see him. You are excited to hug him, or her again. I'm just going him because it's easier. You are excited to spend time with him and just sit there and look at the sunset, like the thing said. So just keep in mind that they are much more simple than we are, and they just thrive on that love and your happiness. So if you're happy, your pet will be happy because he's so connected to your emotions. So based on the fact that your pet's emotion depends on yours, that's what he's afraid of in a way losing that happiness. So just keep on trying to be happy. Your happiness is what makes your dog happy, basically. So he's afraid of you being sad. How to help your pet? Okay, lots of 7, lots of perfection. If you have any doubt about the connection with your pet, just don't doubt it. The connection with your pet is very, very strong, and this is all his word that's coming, their words. I'm sorry, apologies, because you could have a female. It's all their word that's coming at you right now. How can you help them? Look at how you have that rainbow. I was talking about happiness here. We have butterflies in here. Oh no, I'm sorry, there isn't. But the shadow of the cut in the trees with the skies just made me confirm that new thing that's gonna happen in your life, and then that your pet seems to want for you. Okay, so we have that perfection again. What is a biscuit telling us about? How can you help your pet share your food with him? Biscuits. What does biscuits represent? Optimism, hope. We're talking. See, look at that with and again, like with the rainbow, talking about light after the, those beautiful colors after the storm, and the hope and the joy, and Biscuit represent hope, adventure, future, ability to achieve. They are associated with the flowering of spring. So we had spring and summer. This is the now energy. And if you were to watch this video in winter, because I'm telling you this is a now energy, this is a now energy. Okay, so keep that in mind. Because of when I'm reading this is, if you're hearing this message not in the summer, in the spring and summertime, just keep in mind that this is, I'm talking about energies of now. Flowering of spring. Okay, so 7 of biscuits. How to help your pet. Encourages you to trust your dog's positive feelings about a personal situation, even when you are unsure. So if your pet keeps getting excited about seeing a person that you're doubting, they will always know. Even though they could react toward the person, let's say your pet keeps reacting after a dog a certain way you don't understand because you like that dog, for example, like they'll be barking a lot at that pet and you don't understand why. It's possible that you don't like the owner of that dog, and your pet, who's always very happy, will react towards the dog of that person because you don't like that person. So that's how intricate the emotions of how intricately your pet will feel your emotions. Okay, so to go back to that, the 7 of it encourages you to trust your dog's feelings about a personal situation, even when you are unsure. In some matters, it is better to let your dog have the upper paw. Don't be surprised if this is one of them. Something very, very interesting in the message of this. This is I'm quite excited about everything that's coming out, just with trying to communicate with your pet and how your pet is trying to give messages for your situations here. So what that tells me, it's kind of like your pet is your guide in this reading, and your guide is telling you, trust that call for the new. I don't know how else to word it, and I hope this will make sense to you. You have a lot, look, you have 3-7, so if there is something perfect in the connection with your pet and in this message for you. So in order to help your pet, it looks to me like you have to trust whatever feeling you may get from what you think that they are trying to tell you, however crazy this may sound. But the communication with our pets, I know it's so personal and deep that it will sound crazy to other people, but to you it will not. So encourages you to trust your dog's positive feelings about a person or a situation. So if they get excited about someone or a situation, or try to see what your pet will be telling you, because it is saying that they react to something that may surprise you. Keep that in mind. Help your pet by letting him help you. Crazy. A message from your pet like he hasn't given you any, like they haven't given you any message already. The pack. Wow, how the pack came back. And at the bottom of the deck, the chariot. There is a move. There is a change of a situation for you, and quite quick. Look at how this is like your pet is driving the car. It's telling you to listen to your pet. Okay, let's read the pack. The pack is the essence of a dog's universe. It symbolizes deep and abiding security, the comfort every canine feels way down in her doggy heart when she knows her true place in the order of things. When your dog feels safe within the pack, she is calm, blissful even, and probably wants you your new sling back pumps. When she doesn't feel secure, your model citizen can go from nice to naughty faster than you can say. But they were, oh, faster than you can say, but they were Manolo Blacknicks. When you draw the pack, ask yourself, is the pack in balance? Does it need adjusting, expanding with a new member? Is my dog content with the scheme of things? We know that they are not, okay? They are craving the news, they are craving the happy pack. The pack speaks to your responsibility to your dog, to love, to set limits that I felt with the cat, to be in charge that we felt with the cat, but to do so fairly, which we felt with the cat. Look in the mirror and ask yourself honestly, would you actually listen to you? Are you a pushover, a tyrant, a stickler for unnecessary rules? So I didn't feel that so much in the message here. I don't feel like you are being unfair or too hard with your pet. I feel like you may possibly be in a toxic relationship that you need to stop worrying about if you worry about your pet's well-being, because you living with your pet will be your pet's well-being. I hope that made sense. The message for humans who draw the pack is to examine your relationship to power, but to do so justly. I am excited about this card coming out just because it jumped out and it confirmed that need to me, for your pet to tell you that the pack is important to him or she, or let's just go with them, and to trust the fact that there is a strong connection between the two of you. This was, I want to try this again. Obviously, I will get more used to the messages of the cards on top of the messages I got from them. But this is really exciting. Aside from the toxic situation, I'm just grateful myself to have been able to come out with the messages and to see that we can connect with your pet. It got me very emotional at the beginning. I'm still quite emotional with this. I love that we had Mother Gaia over here. That reminds me that you are the provider in here and that you have the strength to take care of you and your pet. Now, a little extra, I took out my pet cards. I want to see what we're going to finish with. How long have we been talking? 37 minutes. So let's see. Let's pick one here. Crystalline structures. So let's talk, and that was with the left hand. So I'm going to pick a right one because since it's for you, my hive, the one. So there is either your pet is the one. We were talking about soulmate here, but that's just telling me that there is that one coming here. By you leaving, that one's come in and be part of your pack very quickly. Let's see what message we can get with the Oracle of the Moon. Of the Moon Animals. This is an oracle that I bought from a wonderful French soul. S'il vous plaît, les anges, les guides. The pets. S'il vous plaît. Angels and guides of us and our pets and our connections. Okay. Retour en enfance. That's we had the Six of Cups, I believe, coming out this morning, and that's just telling us to go back to our childhood. Maybe we'll get answers here on the situation. Retour en enfance. Let me see. It's not in alphabetical order. How did they make this book? Retour en enfance. This it. Yes. These two rabbits, I forget, the wild ones, come get you to join them to their fun, childish, when you make a round and play all together. It is time to let your inner child live, to hug him and to reconnect with the parts of yourself that you have forgotten about as you were growing. And it's possible that this toxic environment you're in is stopping you from doing that. So the universe is telling you to remember that. Mettez de la légèreté. Be more, remove the weight, I want to say. Keep it light in your life by playing, go to games, go walk with your pet, go in nature, go do manual activities. What that's telling me is that, go out in nature with your pet. Try to remember something happy from your childhood and feel that joy and when something is soft, sweetness of that moment. Allow yourself to let go. It says to hate. I don't like to hate, but allow yourself to not worry about your responsibilities for a little bit and to get back with the innocence and the happiness of your childhood. Maybe that's what your pet needs as well. Maybe you've been overworked or we have a 3 days weekend over here. So if you're listening to this message during this weekend, make a point to make some time to go have fun, especially with your pet. Let's finish with a Sacred Power reading card from Anna Stark, which is the oracle I took out just when I do a reading on pets or about pets or for pets. You know what? There is the oracle over there that wants to be used too. The Beltane oracle. S'il vous plaît, les anges, les guides, our pet guides, any message for a bee, s'il vous plaît. Looks like I'm gonna have to go. I wanted it to jump, but I'm gonna have to go. Here we go. What do we have? Soul Journey. And the Rainbow Dragon. We had a rainbow here. Soul Journey. Soul Journey. That does make me think of that, going back to your childhood. Obviously, there is something in your situation that keeps on coming back, that is preventing you from being yourself. Go back to, wake up your inner child, go back inside, go see what it is that you really want to do. And that you really want to do, not so much that you would, but that you feel that you have been brought here for, and that connection with your pet really does feel like this is going to help you to bring that out of you. Let's see if that's in Soul Journey. Life lesson learned from experience. From the moment you choose to return to Earth in this incarnation, you decided to be a conscious creator of your life's journey. Your story, as you have written it, is held within the records of the Akashic temples and can be accessed, viewed, and experienced at any time. Whoa. Organized like a library, the Akashic temple holds the records of each soul's journey energetically within the astral plane. Thoughts, feelings, action, deeds, past lives, purpose, and soul's lessons are all recorded within this place. Acting as a spiritual database, every human process we experience is recorded. Events, births, deaths, marriages, and other life events can be reflected upon at any time. Your individual record is protected by your guardians, who ensure that permission is granted and safe access is available at your request. The integrity of the Akashic is never compromised as a result. Right now, you are experiencing a life lesson. Whatever the outcome, this is really interesting how connecting it is with the messages we got with that pet reading, because of that toxic situation we were feeling. Whatever the outcome, know that this lesson is for a reason, even if you are unaware of it, obviously. It is important that you become mindful of your experiences, acknowledging decisions and actions that have led you to this moment. Ask yourself, what is it that I need to learn from this situation? How am I affected by it? What can I do that will help me correct this negative course of action? How can I improve my soul's connection to my higher purpose? What can I do to support humanity? Wow. While you may be unable to see a way out of your circumstances right now, this will pass and you will soon be shown the reason for recent events. It is important to recognize the value of your experiences and resolve past issues and patterns from the experience of lessons learned. Co-create a beautiful life with new perspectives. The choice is up to you. Where do you want to go from here? With your pet. There is a prayer. Through the light of God, I ask for my will to be recognized by the highest order, guiding me upon my life's journey. I'm not going to read the Rainbow Dragon, but this to me does talk about a fantastic and awesome result. Look at how that, you know, you can feel the joy and the explosion and the spiritual growth coming out of the decision that you'll make. Geez, just to be with your pet. This was quite a powerful message. I want to throw a gratitude card here. I don't have my, I have my healing angel, but I don't want to pick one out of that for some reason. Even though he's talking to me. Fine. Oh, that just came out. Share a hug. There are many ways to say I love you. I hug you from afar and hug your pet. It feels like maybe you have a need to be with your pet more than you've been having time to lately. Okay, 2 angel cards wanting to come out. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. You are really pushed to do something. We, your angels, are here to support you. So you have your pet helping you and your angels. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. Archangel Raphael. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm cloud will soon be clear. And look at that. We had the rainbow here. We had the rainbow with the dragon. The storm cloud will soon be clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. Mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. That was a little extra. And compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, I was thinking about that, like towards yourself, to get yourself out of this toxic environment. The universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. That's all I want for you all. Greater blessings, greater life, greater love. Sending you the most light I can send you right now, and I hope that you have a beautiful weekend and that you make great decisions. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.